Okay, here we go. I'm in the game. I'm having to point the camera at the screen, which isn't ideal, but for whatever reason, my what was that one? The screen capture software isn't working, which is a pain in the bottom. But anyway, you'll get an idea. Look at that. I can move. I'm so excited that I can move because I've been stuck in the same place for 3 days. It's taken a long time to get here, to be honest. This is so cool. Ooh, there's a big old tree there. This is the thing about VR. This is what I love about it. And this won't come across on the videos. It's just awesome to look around and see things at a one-to-one scale, you know, like these trees feel like trees. You can see the light coming through. It's, oh yeah, it's wicked. I mean, oh yeah. Look at that, like, I can tuck my head into the grass. I can have a look at those leaves. This is cool. Yeah, oh man. Wish there was someone here who could see this, you know, so I wasn't being biased, but this does look pretty awesome. To be fair though, in the headset I've got a lot of work to do, so probably on screen it looks quite sharp and clean. It should look a lot like how the game does. Oh, hello, look at those. Oh, and that's everything in the VR. You can't see what you're doing in the real world, so just knock the phone off the stand. But those plants, they look much better in VR than they do in the real game, actually. But everything's really, in the headset at least, everything's it's a bit blurry. Especially if I move my head quickly. Like the refresh rate isn't good enough. The FPS needs sorting out. That could be because in headsets, essentially you've got two monitors, so you're rendering the game twice, one for each eye. That might be why it is. That texture. Oh no. Oh no. That texture looks wicked on screen, but in VR that looks really, really flat. I mean, it's a nice, high quality image, but I don't know what I can do about that, really. It just looks really flat. I mean, all this stuff looks great. I mean, if you're looking closely, obviously you can tell it's 2D planes, which is a bit annoying. But you can't have 3D meshes for everything because it just will hammer performance big time. Yeah, look at that, the tree. See all the way to the top. What's going on over here? These orbs trigger like story progression, and there's loads of them around the island that you need to go and find out, find and discover. But actually in VR they look they're huge for a start. I mean, that if I look at it like that, that's pretty much the entire screen. And these are more like little collectibles, you know. They shouldn't be in the environment, you know. They look like they're in the environment at the moment, so I might need to readdress these. But let me stick my head in there. Oh man, that's trippy. Yeah, might change those. Might have another look at that. This is cool. This is, you know, this is sort of thing. These rocks and these little nooks and crannies. This is what makes the game look a bit different, you know. And this is where a lot of the time gets eaten up. Is, oh bloody hell, that rock's gone through the ground. I need to bring that up. But this is where I find myself just, and I really enjoy it, just like making the environments look real, I guess. Trying to think about like where moss would grow and how the plants would grow, and if there were stones, you know, what would be growing over the top of it or around it. Let's move on a bit from this area. This I want to sort out. This is going to be a rubbish tip area because I want to have a message about people fly tipping. It really gets my bloody nerves. There's going to be a lot of moaning in this game, by the way. Again, you know, I've got to just come back to some of these themes and work on them, build them up a bit more, put more details in. Also, when I run, and that's running, you probably can't see it, but that is really blurry on the VR. Either I need to, I mean, I don't want you running this fast anyway, not in the game. The game isn't supposed to be a race. But you do want to be able to quickly jog. So I need to think about that. Oh man, the fern. Oh yeah. Scale, okay. By the way, I'm playing this for the first time in VR, so I'm kind of discovering things as I go along, but the scale's all wrong. At the moment, I'm too tall. Never thought you'd hear me complain about that. But I should be more like at this level. And now, actually, yeah, everything feels a bit more like what I'm used to. Not in that sense, but in the sense like in the game, everything's been a bit more. Oh yeah, there we go. Here's a chair for scale. You see. I don't know. Maybe that is right. Maybe it's just because I'm not that tall in real life. Also, that chair looks massive on VR. That is like who's got an arse that size? You could get 4 people on that. I need. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, that campfire's not going to be there. The whole camp spot's going to be moved. Let's just have a quick look at night time. Oh, wow. Okay, let's look away from the fire for a second. Yeah, this is brilliant. This is bang on, actually. Like, the lighting. Again, I don't want to keep saying VR, but again, in VR, it just feels a lot more enclosed. And yeah, this actually feels like when you want to go for a piss at night in the woods, and all you've got is the moonlight. The shadows it's casting, the highlights on these are just pretty much perfect. I think there's some movement on the trees, which is why you can see those flickers. But yeah, actually, I need to sort those flickers out. That's a bit too much. That fire's awful. You know, why have I got orange smoke? Don't mind the hot embers, that looks alright, but the orange needs to go, that's stupid. And also, there's something not right with the lighting on this. I can see it through items. Look at that, look, I'm looking for a tree. It's like an X-ray. What the bloody hell's going on there? Oh, but that's cool, look, I can look either side of the tree. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so when you're taking photographs of the aliens, staying out of sight. Ooh, what's that over there? What's that purple light? Let's go, go, go. Oh, bloody hell. Well, that's far too much. I can't see anything. I can't see it. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, I need to go into daylight mode. And reset, right. So that purple light, to make that visible in daylight, I've really had to intensify the lux value, which is why when it goes dark, it just blinds you. So I need to tone that down or sort that out. Okay, back into daylight. Right, let's go into night mode. Yeah, I really like that. I think the game needs a torch. And with those VR remotes, having a torch that you can just swing around and your camera. Yeah. Does that look like the moon? Or does that look like the sun? That looks like the sun, doesn't it, if I'm being honest? And that looks like the sun. And that spaceship looks like the same size as the sun, so I need to sort that out. Bloody hell. Look, the fences, this is what I'm talking about. These should be more at that level. Like, they're supposed to stop you from climbing over, and I'm not seeing that when I'm up here. You can barely see the things. Yeah, as you can probably tell, I've got quite a few things to sort out and fix, but I think the fact that I've got the basic movement is a massive leap forward. I definitely need to sort out performance, and definitely need to sort out colours. They were a little bit too vivid, perhaps, in VR. Scale, I think I need to make myself smaller, more like that. Some clipping issues, but I think that's just because I've plonked in the camera and haven't sorted it out. Yeah, well, I'm going to show you through a tree. Woohoo! Oh, let's just have a quick look at the field over here and see if that's any better. Yeah. Okay, so I need these objects with the sort of messy grass, and it doesn't look as flat. The grass doesn't look as flat. Oh bloody hell, there's my phone. Yeah, again, maybe I'm over-analysing it a bit too much. Yeah, way too tall. Like, that's the gate. This was a massive gate when and it probably looks massive on the screen you're looking at actually, but in VR, like, my head is at the pretty much at the top of the where these spikes are. Yeah, I love the ferns. Those. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Ooh, yeah, the big monument. That looks more like it. I was worried that looks too small, and maybe it doesn't on the flat screen, but yeah, they've got a real sense of weirdness about them when you look at them like this. The stream needs... What's going on there? The stream is really, really blue, not very translucent. What's it look like on the screen? Actually, on the screen it does look quite translucent, quite blue as well. Yeah, that needs some work. Anyway, I think that's it. Initial thoughts over. Loads of stuff to do, but happy days. Got some VR going.